Hello, my beautiful yellowbone, redbone, butter pecan, caramel, butterscotch toffee, mocha chocolate, cocoa exoticals. Welcome to the Pretty Girl Club. Welcome to the Exoticals United community. If you're new here, welcome. Here in the Exoticals United community, we support men and women from the following people groups: biracials, multiracials, multigenerationally mixed, and light-skinned golden people. Today, I'm going to be talking about the double standard when it comes to how people deal with mixed race women and light-skinned women. In the Black women empowerment space, they will say that we are replacing them. Black women will say to go where you're celebrated, but then they get mad when mixed or light-skinned women go where we're celebrated. We are celebrated in Hollywood, so we go there. We're celebrated on social media, so we go there. We're celebrated on YouTube and in natural hair communities, so we go there. Why is it that if an unambiguous woman gets praised for her phenotype, she's just going where she's celebrated, but if a mixed woman does the exact same thing, she's taking over the natural hair movement or socializing in black spaces where she shouldn't be? So you have to have a certain DNA percentage in order to socialize in a particular group? Last time I checked, you women aren't mixed, so why are you socializing in non-black spaces and calling it divestment? No one bats an eye because you're going where you're celebrated, right? So why can't I, as a mixed race woman or a light-skinned woman, do the same thing? Why can't a dark-skinned mixed woman still socialize in black spaces? So she's taking over now because she has keen features or type 3 hair? Like I said, these women are obsessed with desirability politics, and if they see you as more desirable than them, they will instantly go into sabotage mode. Some of these women want to sabotage your success. Obviously, not all of them are this way, so if you're a part of the not all police, you can have a seat in my comment section where you belong, because we don't stereotype over here. There are some women who are not threatened by mixed race or light-skinned women, and those tend to be the more desirable women of the black community, but the ones who feel like they are not as desirable as you often are the same ones who will make snide remarks or attempt to sabotage your success. Also, it's funny how some of these women call MLS women pick-me's and thoughts, but they're the same women who act like pick-me's and thoughts over non-black men. Over on this channel, I could care less about what race of man you date. This is not a relationship channel. I'm not a part of the manosphere or the divestment movement. I've given smoke to both sides. But I just feel like if you're going to police people and call people thoughts and whores and pick-me's, you need to keep that same energy for everyone. Because I've noticed that nowadays, if you're attractive and desirable, you're automatically a thought or a pick-me. Those terms have lost their meaning at this point, and they're just used to make women feel guilty about being desirable. I've heard black women try to gaslight mixed and light-skinned women and say they're male identified, but these are the same women who make YouTube videos about how to attract men, and they make storytime videos about their experiences with men or how to attract a masculine man. So who's more male identified? I've also noticed in the black empowerment space, they'll talk about how light-skinned women make friends with overweight women or darker-skinned women so that they can outshine them and get chosen over them when they're interacting with men. I have never in my life made friends with a woman based on her skin tone or wanting to outshine her, nor have I ever met another mixed race or light-skinned woman who made friends specifically so she can outshine another person. Have you ever stopped to think that maybe mixed and light-skinned women are actual human beings who can successfully get along with other women regardless of their skin tone or their weight? Not every mixed or light-skinned woman is thinking about how dark your skin is or how obese you are or how you look compared to her. So all these women are doing is perpetuating the conceited light-skinned stereotype. It's as if they think us exoticals are over here staring at ourselves in the mirror all day and looking down on every woman we come into contact with. These women don't even realize that by portraying us that way, they are actually putting us on a pedestal because they're admitting that they think that we're prettier or more desirable than them. I have never in my life seen a mixed race woman or a light-skinned woman say, I'm going to go make friends with that fat girl over there so I can outshine her. I have never seen it done, never heard of it. I think that it's pure stereotyping, and that's how I know that a lot of these black women empowerment content creators either don't have mixed or light-skinned friends or they don't come into contact with us very much. They must be somewhere in the middle of Blackistan because thinking we're better is not something that automatically happens just by being mixed or of a lighter complexion. That is pure stereotyping. Some of these women even give us nicknames like Preferences and biracial Becky and multiracial Maria and Ling Ling. It's pure stereotyping. If I came on here and called unambiguous women sharkeeshas, I would be called all kinds of racist and colorist. Yet it's okay for them to do that to us. They think that it's okay to treat us like that because they believe that we have more power and social status due to our desirability and proximity to non-black culture. They know that mixed people have fluid identities or that light-skinned people look like they're mixed with other things, and so they see that as having an advantage over them in the workplace, the dating market, or even when it comes to job opportunities. But we can't help how we were born. If someone is an unambiguous woman and they have damaged hair or they're overweight and they get made fun of, people call it misogynoir or texturism. But if a woman is light-skinned and people make fun of her hair, it's not a big deal. Do you see the double standard? It's all because there is a fear of multiracial and mixed race and light-skinned people. It's almost as if people see us as having this superhuman genome or something due to our phenotypes or racial mixtures. People don't know where to place us. We have these fluid identities. We can relate to people from multiple different cultures. We have people of all different races and skin tones in our own families. And it's intimidating to people who are more ignorant and closed-minded and only grew up around one culture. Another thing I've seen is the level of guilt that some women try to place on mixed race or light-skinned people. It's almost like you have to apologize for being attractive, and then these same people have the audacity to tell you that you're not that pretty or you're average when no one asked. I've never in my life heard a mixed woman or a light-skinned woman ask a random person how pretty they think they are. A lot of times other women will randomly bring it up when no one is even talking about looks. Have you ever been in the grocery store and people are staring at you or women are rolling their eyes at you or mean mugging you, literally looking at you like they're about to stab you just because of your phenotype? But I thought we were just average and regular and we have no value outside of the black community. If that's the case, why is this issue of jealousy still happening when we're around white women or in white communities then? I thought mixed race and light-skinned women were at the bottom in every other community. So which one is it? If we're all at the bottom, why are you so pressed? If we're average and we have stringy hair or we only attract dusty black men, then why are people on YouTube so obsessed with our phenotypes? Why is Hollywood so obsessed with promoting that caramel skin tone? Hollywood is not ran by the black community. Hollywood is ran by the white community. Who do you think are signing those checks and giving these MLS women their jobs and their record deals and their modeling contracts? Who owns the beauty companies and these hair companies that are hiring all of these exotical influencers of all shades? Because it's certainly not the black community that owns all those industries. Those are non-black people that are often giving us those opportunities to begin with. So I just demolished that talking point right there. So clearly we are not undesirable outside of the black community. If unambiguous men and women are the center of world culture and they're worshipped by people of all communities and they're the most desirable people on the planet and they're goddess mothers of the earth and Jesus was a black man and Moses was a black man and every prominent person on earth is black, then why are there so many complaints about colorism, racism, texturism, and featureism? You can't be the ruler of the world and a victim at the same time. You have to pick a struggle. So which one is it? Has anyone noticed that in the black community, they'll change up their talking points depending on the argument? So, for example, if you're light-skinned and you love yourself, you're a colorist against dark-skinned people. And then they'll turn around and brag about how their melanin makes them superior to you. So which one is it? Either your melanin makes you superior to me because you're a sun goddess, or you have an inferiority complex and you're hiding behind victim talking points so you can gaslight me. Which one is it? This whole MLS women are stuck up stereotype is so strong to the point where I will be minding my business and people will be like, why don't you smile more? Why you don't speak to nobody? You just sit in your office all day. Why you don't eat lunch with nobody? Woo, child, you be acting funny. Why is it that if an unambiguous monoracial person does those things, it's not a big deal? But when a mixed race or a light-skinned person does it, suddenly they're acting funny style and being stuck up. So now I have to walk in and say hi to 25 people and I have to dress down. Otherwise, I'm being a thought and a pick-me and I think I'm better. And I'm trying to outshine people just by existing. People have commented on this channel and they're like, Exoticals United is biased. She uses attractive pictures of mixed and light-skinned women and she only uses unattractive pictures of older, unambiguous women to compare. That's absolutely false. I've used pictures of Halle Berry, she's 55, and I've used pictures of Viola Davis, she's 56. Both women are around the same age. I have never on this channel said that Viola Davis or Whoopi Goldberg or any of the unambiguous women I've used are unattractive. You think Viola Davis is unattractive. You think that Whoopi Goldberg and other dark-skinned unambiguous actresses are not as attractive as mixed and lighter-skinned actresses. So that's your problem, not mine. I have never compared one to the other. I've never said light skin looks better than dark skin or anything close to that ever. So if you think that unambiguous women I use are unattractive and old looking, that is your own internal anti-blackness. That's your own internal bias talking to you, because Halle Berry is 55 years old, Beyonce is 40, Rihanna is in her 30s. So no, I've never tried to subliminally put younger women on here who are mixed and light skinned and then use old, decrepit, broke down black women as references. You think that they're old and decrepit and broke down, not me. Your internalized anti-blackness is not my problem, and I'm not going to be a mammy or a mule. I'm not going to pander to you in order to soothe your insecurities, okay? MLS people are tired of being the mules of the black community. This is not an anti-black channel by any means, but what I'm not going to do is become the new mule for unambiguous black women and men. I will not hate parts of my own ethnic background in order to appease other people. I refuse to take on the stereotypes of certain ethnicities or pedestalize one side over the other. And you guys think that I only have smoke for black people? Just wait until I start my videos where I bring smoke to the white side and the Latin side, because no one is safe over here in these YouTube streets. Okay, this is the Pretty Girl Army, and so if you troll us, you will get trolled back. So what do you think, golden people? What do you think, dark-skinned exoticals? Have you ever been gaslit by people of another community? Have you ever been made to feel guilty for being attractive or told that you're not valuable outside of the black community? Let me know what you think in the comment section, and I'll talk to you next time.